Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the In the Black Quantity VTF here at T3 Live in today's market wrap-up. And if you're trying to follow those futures, there's a real snoozer here, and you can see the SPY doing almost nothing. QQQ even worse or so, and small cappers inside day, barely. So, on a day like today, as I said in the morning, we want to go where the volatility is, where things are moving. Otherwise, you're just going to get chopped up. And so, I tweet out at Robin the Black the gap list in the morning, because that's going to be things that are on the move. So outside of those things, we had a few good movers here. If you look at WGO, right out the chute, and you'll see this right out the chute, gap in reverse, and there's many sub ways to get in there. But if you just go to the 15. You can see it goes down, goes down, goes down, goes inside 15, goes inside 15 here, and then drops off to the end. Finally exhausting with a 15 back up. If you're simply watching a 30-minute, this move was really nice. We call this a momentum shooting star. Short covering. Anybody who got long during this, stops are here and here. Boom. That was a real nice 30-minute dump for that thing. LXRX was another one here. You can see gap in reverse, and you get those moves. And even if you're a little late, here you can see this 30 right here, another one of those momentum shooting stars here off the 30. Pow, into the lows. I believe there's probably some 15s in here too as well. Yes, 15 here, shooter down in there. Inside momentum shooter right off of there, never stops out. Some good stuff there, and even a little bit slower if you go to the ACN. ACN chops them up for a while, but then goes inside 60, and you get your inside 60, and then there's a nice 60-minute drop in that thing. Other than that, you basically want to sit around and look for things that are on the move so you can get involved. And so one of those things was Clovis. And Clovis, we knew here, we look for these equilibrium combinations. What that means is inside month, and it's above that, so you can go up, sideways, going measured move. And if it's going to continue that, what it's going to do is going to form equilibrium inside day and take that to the upside. Nice move out of Clovis, and there was plenty of 30s and 15s in there. Here's an inside 30. So when it takes this inside 30 to the upside, we've got inside month up, inside day up, inside 30 up, full time frame continuity to the upside. So some more nice moves there, and there's another $3, something like that. That was nice. Netflix tried this morning, and we got a little bit out of it in the morning, as Netflix in the morning goes inside 30 here. And the reason we're looking at this combination here to go up into here, and then you had to defend yourself up in there later, was once again this thing's going inside day and up and trying to take that month as well. And the difference here you'll see in this stuff is once you take an inside month out, any inside bar, you want to get outside of the bar that it's inside of. Otherwise, it's a 2-bar pattern. So it still might do that by the end of the month. It just stalled a little bit out there. We were also looking at EXPE during the day. And once again, this is an inside month and down, all right? And what that means is while this market's been screaming higher, this thing's going down. That's something I want to know about. And anytime it's down on the month, it's down on the week, it's down on the day, and it's down on the 60, I want to know about that because it's going down on all time frames. What that tells me is that there's natural sellers in the stock. So we can combine some of those actionable signals again. You've got inside month and down. You've got full throttle, everything going to the downside. All you want is that one rest, and right here, inside 15, and pop, and then we can chop them down here. But you're already, sitting pretty up into there. VRTX was another good one here, and VRTX here in the morning starts to break the inside weak and down. And remember, when you're doing this, when the market's going straight up, that's something I want to know about. You got problems, all right? And so when you break that equilibrium or those inside weak here to the downside, here you can see here it'll correct and then come back up and then fall back down. And so when we see these, we know that there's fractal broadening formations. And what that means is this is how it gives you an opportunity to get in. When people say, "Oh, I want it to pop up so I can short it," yes, you do. And you'll see this on the 5-minute here. When it pops up, goes inside 5-minute here, pops up, goes inside 5-minute here, and then just really gets crushed at the end. Once again, when you saw those momentum shooting stars, you're going to see this also kicking that in on a monthly basis here. So potentially it could still get worse. And another good one, once they start moving, something that somebody's been trying to bottom pick for a long time, TWLO finally starts to come back up and starts having a day like this. And once you start seeing something like that, that's something I want to get involved in, and you didn't really have to be a speed demon either. Inside 60. Went for 2 hours inside to form this. Inside 60. Pow! Measured move to the upside. And once again, full time frame counter to the upside now, as opposed to guys trying to buy it when it's doing this. Now it's green on the week, It took the monthly back green. The day was obviously bright green, and when that 60 goes back green, it tells me it's going up on all time frames, and there was a lot of good entries in that. But like I said, that's what you want to do in this environment. You want to, first of all, get those gap things, look for things that are moving, and then see if there's any follow through. And then during the course of the day, once things start moving, find your way in and take part, because otherwise you're just going to get stuck in the mud of things doing nothing, and that's what the futures are doing. So you got the Dow Jones Diamonds going inside day, stalls out right here inside day, trying to make it to 20,000, can't do it. During the day, we lost a little bit of steam due to the oil market number dropping off, and you can see here. Once again, the oil went inside here, inside 30, and dropped off. Momentum shooter down. So that lost a little steam. So we're still looking to see if it's going to be financials are going to be the ones that drive us to the highs of the 20,000, or do we come up a little bit short and have to do it next week? So, if I could go through a bunch of things for tomorrow, but when you have this type of environment, it's better off to come in the morning, see what's going on, see what some of these earnings. I think we have MU coming out. I think Red Hat says showing down $10 here. So that kind of stuff would come in the morning. And then as the day goes on, you start to see these things that are getting towards higher ends of average true range, or at least halfway through, that have a big move, that have potential for a move, and then get on top of them. And if you sit there and trying to pick every exact spot of something that might move, you're just going to get chopped up. So let them open, let them move around, watch those gappers, and then find a way in on the things that are moving. So not too bad of a day for us, because the good thing about a flattish market like this is that it makes it difficult for natural buyers and sellers to hide behind the futures. And what that means is, if every known participant in EXP and VRTX is a seller, the thing's going down, regardless of the market, because the market's not doing anything. And we can identify that, and we join the party and say, if everybody's a seller, so are we. Let's hit this thing, all right? Or TWLO, if every known participant's a buyer, let's buy this thing. It's going higher because everybody we know is a buyer. That's natural buying and selling. So, flattish market, inside day here, FAS, inside day diamonds, small caps, and the VIX just drying up into nothing. So, I think we're just going to finish it off this week just doing the same thing. Watch the gaps in the morning and watch those things once they're on the move for continuation. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Black Quantized VTF here at T3 Live with today's Market Wrap-Up.